When it comes to servicing your vehicle, would you rather have a team of one or an army of thousands? 35,000 hardworking specialists all across America. Because no one knows your Ford better than Ford and Ford Service.
Hello and welcome to another, actually the last interview for the We Are NMSDC live stream sponsored by Ford Motor Company. So I have with me Smartech's CEO, I'm sorry, President, CEO, Chris. Chris, thanks for joining.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so first, as everybody else did so much last year as well, how's the Garden Street?
It's good so far. It seems a lot bigger than last year. I guess it's because the attendance rate has skyrocketed this year.
Which is perfect because, in the city of Detroit, you're comparing it to other cities, it's like Greece, maybe even the greatest. Isn't that right, Chris?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, the architecture here is great.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I mean, just walking around, you can't keep your head down looking at all the buildings, and it's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I told you this, and I also tell the live stream, this is actually another good plug. So the architect, the person who built Detroit, he also created one other city, and that was Paris. So yes, Detroit is the Paris of America. I'm serious.
Great.
Yep. but let's get into your company, Smartech. So Chris, tell me a little bit about it.
Sure. So Smartech is a company dedicated to saving businesses money in the form of energy savings. And so what we do is actually go into your facility and see where the inefficiencies are with your energy consumption as well as generating energy. So we're just getting into partnering with Bosch and are working with Bosch. I don't want to put a partnership out there yet, but we're working with them to work with solar technology. And so that pretty much we're creating, I guess, a microgrid for a lot of these bigger kind of facilities so that they wouldn't need a energy bill at the end of the day. Pretty much each facility would generate its own energy and pretty much be efficient enough that the solar energy would be able to suffice for the rest of the energy being consumed by the property.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that. Because I just had a funny thought. We've been talking about a lot of emerging technologies here. It's more so in the IT space.
Sure.
Now we're talking about that energy and efficiency piece. So when it comes to solar energy or any other emerging energies, what do you see the future of that? And if I can think that I've kind of connected to, because we are in Detroit, Ford is talking about their autonomous vehicles,
sure,
et cetera, et cetera. Do you see a day where we have solar-powered cars?
Solar-powered cars.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, I mean, the future of energy efficiency and renewable energy is, that it's being innovated daily. And so really the cost of an LED, yesterday could almost pretty much like half, within the year. And it's crazy because the government is offering a lot of rebates to actually for customers to switch over. With the combination of that and even the solar panels, the cost of those are actually going down as well. So really your return on investment for a lot of these projects are maybe 2-3 years at the most, and you enjoy those savings and even maybe not even have an energy bill for the next decade or two.
Really?
So it's really like now is the time to do it when the government is offering rebates and there's tax incentives as well. And that's all pretty much kind of what our company does. We guide our clients through the process of all that energy efficiency and kind of the paperwork and everything involved in that. I'd say solar powered cars. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I mean, maybe not in cities. Yeah, that too. But like maybe not in like I could see it in California for sure because they have sunshine. It doesn't matter what time of day, and their days are so long. But as far as it's really the rate of, I guess, being able to, I think the energy is there from solar power, but getting your vehicle to be efficient enough to run on solely solar power, I think that's where we're pretty much You need to innovate and kind of catch up to them.
Okay, because I know when it deals with solar power, I don't know a lot, but I do know, for example, like, because some people have the belief that the sun has to shine for whatever you're working on to energy to work, and that's not true because the panels actually save the energy. So I'm curious as to, so it makes sense in order to fuel a car, and fuel and everything.
Right.
It's a lot of energy has to be saved.
So it's not. I just want to, I guess, clarify. So the panels actually don't, I guess, store the energy.
Yeah.
It's really like a battery, a separate battery that's connected to that. Okay. And so that's what we're working with Bosch with, is pretty much the solar panel energy right now collects the energy as direct current, so that's DC power.
Okay.
And then what's happening right now with LED fixtures is that obviously LED fixtures are retrofitting into existing buildings. And so existing buildings use AC power, which is alternate current.
Yeah.
But right now what we're working with Bosch is pretty much going from DC, and the energy input that LED fixtures use is DC. But right now what we're doing is pretty much a lot of fixture or solar power kind of projects are using solar panels, getting it DC, converting it to AC, and then converting it back from AC to DC. And so we're just trying to completely get rid of that AC power and make it as low voltage as possible.
Or AC.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. It's good for cars.
Yeah.
I guess, but okay, so let's talk about those government rebates. Are there any type of limitations in terms of these rebates? Because I'm pretty sure they're not saying, here's free money forever.
Right. So, I mean, our company is a Duke approved vendor. And so just in the Duke energy territory, your average maybe 2x4, office light that you see with the fluorescent tubes in it and everything like that. And we have some in these rooms. These are 2x2s.
Okay.
But pretty much,
yeah.
I mean, I wish I could do this building. It's pretty awesome. But the 2x4s, the rebate for that, for example, just went from $100 last year, and then in April of this year, they decreased the rebate to $50. So it's just going to continue to go down, I think. It's going to decrease. So really the time to do it is now while the rebates are high.
Yeah, or as high as they're probably going to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see any type of new initiatives coming when it comes to that, maybe government, maybe private sector, because nowadays private sector are getting a lot more involved in these type of environment-friendly issues.
Right.
So do you see any other rebates or any opportunities for rebates coming up with anyone else or anywhere else?
Yeah, so there is, like the Elon Musk of the world that are really investing into, solar cities and everything like that. But also the government, although, the government kind of took, I guess, a certain position on climate change, there's still, the rebates and the tax incentives are still going to be around for a while. Those are processes already in place. And so as far as solar energy goes and everything like that, there's actually tax incentives for that, and they're pretty high to kind of offset the cost of them. So they are decreasing, definitely, but hopefully, they don't go away.
Yeah, there's still opportunity
right
now. Okay, that makes sense. Let's talk about other. Is there any other types of energy efficient, maybe opportunities out there outside of solar that you may be working on? For example, LED lighting.
Yeah. So we actually manufacture LED lights, and those are actually just getting more efficient, by the month almost. It's crazy because a lot of our engineering partners are coming out with, I think when I started, the way you kind of measure light is through lumens, and the efficiency is how many lumens can you generate per watt.
Okay.
In a fixture.
I'm not good with that.
It's fine. It started at like 80 lumens per watt, and nowadays it's almost double that. It's 160 lumens per watt. So it's like literally and mathematically it doubled in efficiency in the fixtures.
Wow.
And the prices are going down. So it's just good for and I got into the business not to, it would be nice to, make $1 million and everything.
Yeah, of course,
like
a billionaire. Yeah.
Right. But really what our focus is kind of letting clients know that there are, you know, these rebates out there and tax incentives and just saving energy, and so that we reduce our carbon footprint as humanity.
Yeah,
Because this energy isn't going to be around forever. You know, every time you flick a switch, there's stuff that happens in the background. So,
yeah, it's really interesting that we're having conversations throughout the entire day. We're talking about emerging markets in terms of healthcare, some of the opportunities in there, in the IT field, et cetera. But one of the things that we're also talking about is that whole energy efficiency, is that sustainability,
right.
Which a lot of big corporations are really looking at right now.
Right.
Particularly for it. And they're saying, hey, you know, how can we ensure that the next 10 years, in terms of the output that we're putting out there, maybe we can cut back.
Right.
So the fact that we're finding, in addition to that, also, you know, resources that make running cars, for example, efficient. So it's really interesting. I'm actually very surprised at the type of conversations we're having with everyone. Not that I'm surprised that, you know, corporations and MEs are doing this, but I'm surprised that at the level of support that these type of initiatives are getting, and the fact that, you know, it seems that everyone, at least I've spoken with currently, is on that thought process when it's like, okay, the future is sustainability.
Right.
And how can I create, or how can I partner with, develop, you know, what have you, some type of resource or some type of efficiency that corporations can utilize for the next 5 to 10 years. So I think that you established yourself really well in that.
Yeah.
With that being said, is there anything else? Where do you see the future of smart tech? Are there any other opportunities out there that you'd like to take a look at?
Sure. So I kind of set up Smartech as kind of a leader in technology, and so we wanted to go the energy efficiency route just because that is, you know, helping the world become green, and that's really what we wanted to help people, you know, save money, but at the same time, you know, this is an overall kind of overall kind of effect that we want on the world, you know. And so we wanted to play our part in that. But also we want to kind of innovate as well. And so we're developing an augmented reality and a virtual reality kind of application. And I don't want to get into too much detail about it. But
I've been telling everybody, we don't want to ask for your secret sauce, all right? keep it secret. But definitely tell us, you know, an overview, a little bit more about, you know, what that means.
Sure. So I think augmented reality and virtual reality, obviously they've been in sci-fi movies for the longest time, and we're finally at the point where it's
it's a reality.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it's become a reality. No pun intended, but you know, it's just augmented reality. There's so many different applications for it. You know, with the power of image recognition and your phone, you can literally, you know, go around, and it's a different way to market and advertise, I think, for companies as well. Virtual reality also lets you be in somewhere, you know, 1,000 or, you know, 100,000 miles away, but in the comfort of your own home, almost. And so that, I think, with the business applications of that, as well as just, there have been studies where people, I guess, that are terminally ill, you know, and they're kind of nearing the end of their lives, they feel a need to have a purpose in life. And so sometimes, you know, the morbid kind of truth of it is that their friends have passed away and their families are sometimes too busy, you know, to visit as much as they want. And so they are turning to virtual reality and visiting places where they couldn't before. And really, it's interesting because studies have shown that some people that are kind of put into that environment and comfortable and almost have a purpose, you know, to maybe experience new things through that, are actually living longer, and they're kind of more content and kind of satisfied with, you know, before it was kind of a bleak outlook on life, and now it's a different alternative to that. But it's very controversial.
Oh
also,
yeah,
you know,
the Matrix.
You could definitely see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
something, and then that's what you're experiencing.
right.
No. That's
So it has
very
medicinal. It has just longevity kind of applications. It's just yeah. I really believe that, you know, we're on the cusp of really breaking it out into the future.
100%, especially I'm a little bit familiar with augmented reality, but especially virtual reality.
Yeah.
Like, from where we are today, from where we were a year or 2 years ago, it's phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
And it's only going
it's
to
exponential.
Yeah, and the VR, they're already popping up on websites right now.
Right.
So it's only going to get more and more. I mean, think about, we don't think about this each and every day, but think about where the internet was 10 years ago,
Right.
right? To where it is now. It's amazing. Think about where the internet was 5 years ago.
Right.
To where it is now. So it's where
Like
it's ever
AOL,
changing.
dial-up, everything like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah. So its growth has been amazing. I mean, because I can remember 10 years ago, because I was still in college. I was still in college. Twitter wasn't that big of a thing.
Yeah.
It was still growing up. I mean, it was still growing, but it wasn't the behemoth that it is now.
Right.
And so 10 years from now, who knows? Maybe a VR company that may, such as Smartech, may come up and become the new star, if you will. I will say this, and definitely tell me how you think. From a business perspective, I've been reading some articles about how VR can be used and AR can be used. And some people were talking about, because they're trying to figure out, one of the things they are afraid of, and it talks to your point, which is that getting away from the personal aspect, right? And you're just stuck in the technology. So one of the things that they're trying to figure out how to use the VR with right now is to make that more so personal. So in corporate environments, for example, they're trying to create like headsets, for example, where the guy's sitting next to you. So you're actually in the same room,
Okay.
but he may be in London, he may be in Detroit.
Like in a meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But you got to have your headset on.
Right,
So
sure.
that you have to make it a little bit more personal. So I'm just curious about your thoughts about that. Do you see these type of technologies creating more ways to be more personal?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of double-edged sword, really.
Okay.
It's like when webcamming first came out. It was almost like it was definitely an awesome technology because you could see a relative that lived overseas or something like that. But it almost there's a danger to it.
Yeah,
because
why do I have to go to my
Right.
friend's house?
you almost
When
get
I
too
can
comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? And like, who makes a phone call anymore?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always just a text or
Yeah.
send an emoji to somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's inevitable, in the way, and I think, in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. Right now, like, I talk to my relatives in Korea, and otherwise, I wouldn't be able to contact them.
You
And
would have to
so,
write a letter.
right, and so I think it's a good thing. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard, like you said, we were talking about, there's, emerging theories on, this and that. But when you think about, just from a standpoint, when you think about communication, right, and the
Sure.
challenges that we have, it's the best it's ever been.
Right.
Whether we decide to use that or not,
Right.
that's something different.
Yep.
The more ways we can communicate and make it easier to communicate with each other, I think it's a lot better, because then we can start generating better ideas, creating more energy
Right.
efficient solutions.
Right.
And I think that's definitely where we need to be. So with that being said, Smartech, is there anything that you want to kind of leave the audience with, or something that maybe you met in this conference that you want to know about?
Sure. So, Smartech LED, we're trying to make the world a better place. That's really our mission statement. That's, it's not, there's no profit. That word profit isn't in our mission statement or goal statement anywhere. It's really, we want to make an impact on the world. And so, whether that's through energy efficiency or really right now there's so much information and so much data in the world. It's really about how we convey it and communicate it to people, and so that's where we really want to better people's lives and how they live their lives through kind of innovative kind of data technology. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Smartech. Energy efficient, and technologies in the future. Right.
creating a better world.
Wow. Creating a better world. There you go. You can pay for that. No. But yeah, but thank you so much, Chris, for joining us. And on behalf of We Are NMSDC Live, sponsored by Ford Motor Company, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
I'm a Ford truck man, that's all I drive. I ain't got no boundaries, I don't compromise. I'd rather walk 10 miles and be down on my luck than ride around a block in another kind of pickup truck. If you see me on the highway in a left-hand lane, lost on a back road and I'm driving past the timberline where the ride gets rough. Ain't no doubt my king of the mountains built for tough.
I'm Jorge Amaro, CEO of A3i, where we serve patients. Over 5,000 physicians across the United States leverage our platform to connect patients, health plans, hospitals, and medical device manufacturers in a multidisciplinary market. That broad reach enables our skilled and diverse team to reach over 150,000 patients and make over 1 million connections, transforming those connections into conversations that allow our patients to get onto the road to recovery sooner. I would encourage any minority business owner to be certified with the NMSDC. As an MBE, we have already connected to 33 large healthcare companies across the US. We currently serve a global medical device manufacturing company. We're speaking with the largest specialty health management company here in the US, and to a world-renowned children's hospital and a local high-tech hospital, all of which want to increase their patient experience. The NMSDC works hard and smart at facilitating those connections. We at A3i in turn take those connections and transform them into opportunities to do what we do best: serve patients. We are NMSDC.
Hi, my name is Stephen L. Hightower, President of Hightowers Petroleum Company in Middletown, Ohio. Since 1956, the Hightower family has been a part of the business community here in Southwest Ohio. We joined the Minority Supplier Development Council in Cincinnati, and in Dayton, the Dayton Minority Supplier Development Council in 1979. While those were some early years, those were times where, as a young entrepreneur, I got my feet wet and found the value of being certified and being a part of the Minority Supplier Development Council.
When I first joined the family business in 2009, NMSDC has been a crucial part of my experience here. From our customers to potential customers, NMSDC has provided a platform to allow our business to grow. Even since I was a child, I remember going to NMSDC shows with my father and collecting all the great stuff. But I never truly understood the impact that it had on our business. It is truly a marketplace where we can grow our business and really sit down and do business with corporate America in a real way. NMSDC is a crucial part of our business. We could visit our customers from Kroger, General Motors, Ford Motor Company, AK Steel, and Duke Energy, and many more. It has truly been a blessing to our business, and I encourage everyone to join and get involved in the National Minority Supplier Development Council. And we hope to be a part of NMSDC for the next 50 years.
At Hightowers, we are NMSDC.
I'm Jorge Amaro, CEO of A3i, where we serve patients. Over 5,000 physicians across the United States leverage our platform to connect patients, health plans, hospitals, and medical device manufacturers in a multidisciplinary market. That broad reach enables our skilled and diverse team to reach over 150,000 patients and make over 1 million connections, transforming those connections into conversations that allow our patients to get onto the road to recovery sooner. I would encourage any minority business owner to be certified with the NMSDC. As an MBE, we have already connected to 33 large healthcare companies across the US. We currently serve a global medical device manufacturing company. We're speaking with the largest specialty health management company here in the US, and to a world-renowned children's hospital and a local high-tech hospital, all of which want to increase their patient experience. The NMSDC works hard and smart at facilitating those connections. We at A3i in turn take those connections and transform them into opportunities to do what we do best: serve patients. We are NMSDC.
We love chemistry. We love the value that it brings.
Suppliers are our partners. The chemical way is, the entire ecosystem is one big relationship.
Certainly we provide chemistry, but we really provide solutions. We start out with a very simple mission plan at Chemico, and that was to add value to our customer supply chain, add value to the lives of our employees, and add value in the communities in which we operate. We actually go on our customer site and become resident agents to help them reduce their chemical footprint. So helping them reduce the toxicity that exists while they're manufacturing whatever good they're providing, and making sure we have controlling the cost, controlling the environmental footprint, and making sure we have a surety of delivery.
The value of being part of the council is that the council provides several strategies in order to help you grow and help you connect. There is this organization that has built the bridges that allow you as an MBE to get in front of a decision maker at a corporate member. So a cold call is certainly one way to get there, but a warm introduction is much better.
They created mentoring opportunities. It's just been an amazing 45 years, and had it not been for that organization, I'm not sure we would be where we are today.
I would like to congratulate National on 45 years of excellence and driving significant change in the community and changing a lot of lives.
We are the National Minority Supplier Development Council. Thank you for 45 years of hard work and dedication.